अस्सलाम वालेकुम अज़ीज़ तलबा तालबात। एक बार फिर हम हाजिर हैं आपकी खिदमत में आज का नया सबक लेकर। अज़ीज़ तलबा तालबात, जैसा कि आप बहू भी जानते हो, इस वक्त हम क्लास 7th में हैं और हमारा आज का सब्जेक्ट जो है सोशल साइंस हिस्ट्री, और टॉपिक है हमारा चैप्टर 5 रूलर्स एंड बिल्डिंग्स। एक्सरसाइज है क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, हाउ इज़ द ट्रिब्यूट principle of architecture different from the accurate? आंसर है ट्रिब्यूट एंड एक्यूरेट। ट्रिब्यूट में आ जाता है रूफ, डोर एंड विंडो were made by placing horizontal beam across two vertical columns. एक्यूरेट में आता है the weight of the superstructure was carried by arc. A keystone was placed at the center. It transferred the weight of the superstructure to the base of the arch. Second one, it is called corbel technique. Accurate में आता है the keystone was called true arc. Third example, the Qayoom Islam mosques at Delhi. Example is Al Darwaza at Delhi. Ali Darwaza at Delhi. Fourth, the arc was pointed from the middle. Accurate में the arc was rounded from the middle. Question 2, what is shikara? Answer, shikara is superstructure above the main shrine Garba Gira, in which main deity is placed in the temples. The construction of shikara was the most tedious and long-lasting task in the temple construction. Question 3, what is Pitradura? Answer है Pitradura was in architectural technique mostly used in the buildings of Shah Jahan. In this technique, colored hard stone were placed in depression, carved into marbles or stones, creating beautiful ornate patterns. Question 4, what are the elements of a Mughal Chaharbagh garden? Answer इसका, the elements of a Mughal Chaharbagh garden as under. The garden was placed within rectangular walled enclosures and divided into 4 quarters by artificials. The 4 divisions were symmetrical. Question 5, how did a temple communicate the importance of king? Answer है temples were constructed to demonstrate the power, wealth and devotion of the patron king. Often the names of the king and the main deity were similar. For example, Raja Rajeshwara temple built by King Raja Deva for the worship of his god Raja Rageshwaram. The other subordinate deities and the temple symbolized the actual subordinates of the king. The temple was a miniature model of the world ruled by the king and his allies. As they worshipped their deities together in the royal temples, it seems as if they brought the just rule of the gods on earth. Question 6, an inscription is An inscription in Shah Jahan's Diwan Khas in Delhi stated, "If there is paradise on earth, it is here, it is here, it is here." How was this image created? Answer: Emperor's throne was placed in west direction. In Islam, it is the direction towards Mecca from India. Therefore, emperor was equated with the place of God in Islam. Everyone who attended the court faced west, a direction faced by Muslim while praying. The depiction of legendary Greek god Orpheus behind the king's throne, the message that the king's justice would treat the high and low as equals, creating a world where all could live together in harmony. These features give the image of paradise on earth. Question 7. How did the Mughal courts suggest that everyone, the rich and the poor, the powerful and the weak, received justice equally from the emperor? Answer: these tips are: behind emperors' thrones were a series of pietra dura inlays that depicted the legendary Greek god Orpheus playing lute. It was believed that Orpheus' music could, could calm ferocious beasts until they coexisted together peaceably. This is communicated that the king's justice would treat high and low as equal, which create a world where all could live together in harmony. Question 8. What role did the Yamuna play in the layout of the new Mughal city at Shah Jahanabad? Answer: Yamuna played a significant role in the layout of the new Mughal city at Shah Jahanabad. The imperial place commanded the river front in the new city from Shah Jahanabad in Delhi. Only especially favored nobles such as Dara Shikwa, son of Shah Jahan, were given access to the river. All had to construct their home in the city away from their river Yamuna. The city of Shahnjabad was established on the one side of river Yamuna, whereas in Agra the construction were done on both sides of the river Yamuna. Question 9. The rich and powerful construct large houses today in that ways where the construction of kings in their countries differed in the past. Answer: constructions of the kings were done over a large area with special raw materials such as red stones, marble, diamonds, etc. On the other hand, buildings had planned for water system, tanks and gardens. The directions were of special consideration, for example, placing of throne in Diwan Khas in the west direction. New innovations were always welcomed in the construction by kings, for example, Pietra Dura. Buildings made by kings often had fusions of regional architecture as a Gujarat, Rajasthani, and Bangla domes. It can be assumed the buildings of nobles must not have had such features. Question 10. Look at figure. How could that building be constructed faster today? Answer: this had the following two most important reasons. By the use of cranes and heavy duty machineries, the same buildings in figure 4 can be constructed faster today. Question 11. Find out whether there is a statue of a memorial to a great person in your village or town. Why was it placed there? What purpose does it serve? Answer: do yourself, as it is the work of creativity. Hint है इसके लिए, the person depicted in the statue must have done a great deed. The main purpose of statue is to inspire others for doing great deeds, as was done by the man in the image. Question 12. Visit and describe any park or garden in your neighborhood. In what ways it is similar to or different from the garden of the Mughals? Answer: do yourself, as it is work of creativity. Hint: see whether the four symmetrical divisions are there or not. If yes, then the garden is somewhere similar to the garden of Mughal. Otherwise, it is different. Also study the fountain system or water tanks in the gardens that you visit. So, dear student, it was our today's topic, rulers and building. Hope you got understand all these questions. Today we read. उम्मीद है आपको अच्छे से समझ आई होगी। अगली क्लास में, अगले लेसन में इंशाल्लाह फिर हाज़िर होंगे। तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़ वस्सलाम।